Hello YouTube. We're just getting set up and started. I think there's a little bit of a delay, so letting that start. Let me know that you are watching live or in the comments if you're watching the replay. Where are you watching from? We're talking about minimalism versus frugal people, or frugality, I think it's called. Yes. And I have been someone that has the pleasure of experiencing all of those, all of the different various genres, no budgeting, spending willy-nilly, minimalism, frugalism. Like, I've experienced all of it in my 40-year journey. And so I have a couple of insights for you guys that have really served me on this journey. And so I thought we can get into it today and talk a little bit about that. So step number one, we're just going to jump in. Like step number one, define. Step number one, define. And this is important because I think a lot of people get into things without properly defining what the hell it means for them. Remember that for a lot of these things, at least for lifestyles, there is no one size fits all. And I have heard all kinds of definitions of minimalism. I have had all kinds of people say, well, you're not a minimalist, back in the day when I was doing a lot of videos on that content. And it's like, according to whose definition? Because I follow my own rules. So define what the hell these terms mean for you. I personally do not like the word frugal. I was frugal for a while because of when I married Irfan, he was super frugal. And the way that I define frugal is that frugal people, this is how my husband used to be. Luckily, we have worked him out of that stage now. Frugal people will try to save money on everything. And one of the things with frugal people is that like every spending, like every time they spend, it becomes this like painful process. There's like this like, some people may actually enjoy it, but it's from my perspective and how I see it, it was a painful process. You know, there's a lot of couponing codes. There's a lot of do this first, do this. And it killed my vibe. It didn't really work for me. When I discovered minimalism, the way that I describe it, the way that I understood it, it was life-changing for me because it took what I already knew to be true about the energy of money, as I've taught you guys in the MINA'S Play Shop, which, by the way, is now available you can purchase it in replay. It's in the description box. So you can still get that. Is that your vibration needs to be high when you're spending or receiving money because that's what calls in money. Money is supposed to enhance your life. Money is supposed to support you. Money is supposed to feel good. The purchases, services, activities that you use, money to purchase should feel good, right? And so to me, frugal is, I think people become frugal out of necessity. At least that's what it felt like to me. And minimalism is a decision. And that feels so good to me. Minimalism is a decision. Frugal seems like I have to save money at any cost. I have to. And what I've seen is that sometimes frugal people, this isn't true for everyone, of course, from my perspective, that frugal people can sometimes be penny wise, pound foolish. Like they'll drive an extra whatever to like save 20 minutes or 20 cents, like drive 20 minutes to save 20 cents. And that was a conversation that I had to just have with my husband at one point, like that spending 5 minutes trying to do this reward thing with that coupon thing with that kills my vibe. And I could just make $20,000 in that 20 minutes, you know what I mean? And so he saw the numbers, like it was true for me. So he was like, I get it. It doesn't make sense for you to be doing it. So I'm like, you go do your thing, whatever you need to do, but don't involve me in the couponing and the codes and all that stuff. It kills my vibe. So the way that I describe minimalism is becoming intentional about your lifestyle. Spending money lavishly and luxuriously on the things that just light up your soul. That's what minimalism is. The right amount. The lavishly, luxuriously right amount. And for me personally, this has meant that I've let some things go, meaning I don't spend money on those things at all. Some things I've actually reduced my spending on because I'm like, that doesn't really feel all that great. And some things I've actually started spending way more, right? Whereas before in the frugal state, it's like you have to save money on everything. You have to save on everything, right? But in the way that I practice minimalism is no, you actually increase your spending in the amounts in the places where it just lights up your soul. Like it lights up your vibration, like it feels so good, right? And then you can call in more. So the first step then is define what these things mean for you. Step number 2 is decide. Decide. Decide that you get to be intentional about money, that you get to have it, use it, enjoy it, spend it, and invest it, and you get to have overflow. You get to have lots of it. Your money gets to have babies. Your money gets to grow with you, and money gets to work for you, right? Like you don't have to work hard because your money's working hard on your behalf. Money gets to be little soldiers for you. And that to me is kind of the difference between frugal and minimalism. From my perspective, I don't mean to offend anyone, just from my perspective, when people are frugal, they tend to have a lot of stuff in their home because they also have trouble letting go of things just in case if they might need them. In minimalism, at least the way that I practice it, you have less things. You have less things, but the things that you have, they're meaningful things, they're intentional things, they're things that you're currently using and enjoying. And there's this surrendering and this letting go process of, if I haven't needed it in the last 3 years, chances are I'm not going to need it again, right? I can let it go. So there's this beautiful like evolution that you must go through and awaken through as you transition into minimalism. I find minimalism to really be life-changing for me. And I don't practice it like other people. I think minimalism is something you make your own. So I'm not one of those people that like, you count your things, or I can only have 100 things, and I think that's beautiful too. It works for people. For me, it's just having the things that I use and enjoy, and they all raise my vibration. They all are like a 5D vision board for me. My entire house is a vision board. It's a 5D vision board. So I have, of course, my actual 2D vision board on a cardboard, which I have right there. I can show you guys if you guys want. And then my entire house is a manifestation. It's a 5D vision board. So every little thing in my house, there's a purpose for it. It's the next level me. It's the one that I'm just stepping into. It's the one that I've become, right? So that's how I see it. Now, I have done a lot of videos on how to declutter your home and, have more of that minimalist, beautiful, luxurious vibe. To me, when I think of minimalism, it's just luxurious. It's just high end. It's just expensive. And that's the vibe that I'm going for. It just feels really, really good to me. So we did this huge minimalism decluttering thing. I actually used to lead actual physical minimalism meetings here in Houston for Josh and Ryan, which they're two guys known as the Minimalists, and they have written many books. They do book tours and all kinds of fun things. I used to be their Houston representative back in the day, and we used to lead actual like meetings every month. And so we went through that journey. And now what we do is every spring, my husband and I, we go through, 3 kids, we go through all the drawers, all the closets, right now we just decluttered our board games that we have outgrown as a family. We just decluttered books that once Alina outgrows the books, she's the youngest, we give them away because, no one's going to read it after that. So closets, we've done everything. And so next on my list for this weekend is we need to deep clean the chandeliers. They need to be cleaned once a year. So it's like a decluttering and deep cleaning thing. And we do it every spring so that it's just a family event. And then some things we upgrade. So it's not just about letting go and giving away. It's also about what are we upgrading this year. So this year, my office furniture, there's no furniture left in here. We sold it yesterday to one of my dear friends. And then my master bedroom, we just ordered the furniture. I'm so excited. So that was the upgrade it's supposed to be for last year, but this year. So that's how we do it. So minimalism to me is luxury. It's really high-end minimalism, really. Let me see what you guys are saying. Enough rambling on my end. Okay, let's open this up. Let me see. I think I can read it better here. I've changed my mindset from budgeting to tracking, so I don't watch my expenses so closely anymore. I have plenty of budget info from the past, so I know now what we spend so I can relax. I love that. So we went through a similar journey. And I think at some point, budgeting is a very useful thing to learn. I know that I had to learn that. And my husband was the one that taught me how to do that. I did not know anything about budgeting when I came into this marriage. I knew how to manifest money, but I didn't know how to keep it. And so that was an important process. I didn't like it. I'm being brutally honest with you guys. I hated the process, but I find it a useful process nonetheless. And I'm excited that I know it now, and we've taught our kids, but we don't budget anymore. I think we evolved through these stages. And so sounds like you evolved past that. So I love it. I agree, Mina, because I'm a minimalist, but on a high-end luxury side. Yes, because if you're only going to have a few things, they better be great. They better be amazing. And when you are a minimalist, you do spend extra time going, well, what do I desire? What's my lifestyle going to be like? You're more intentional. So you do end up buying quality things. You want them to last. You're also mindful of, like, I know when I buy something, I'm mindful of when I no longer want it, how am I going to dispose of it, right? Like, am I going to sell it? Is there going to be retail value? Because I don't want to buy cheap things that I like throw away, because that creates more waste and all kinds of things, right? And so when you buy good quality things, you pay more, but then you get some of your money back because you can sell it or give it away. And so it's not being wasted, if you know what I mean. Frugality to me has a vibe of holding on tight, worried. Oh, yes, Layla, that's kind of my understanding of it. And I had never practiced frugalism in my life until I married my husband, and he was super frugal. And at first I'm like, okay, well, I'm not really good with money, so I'll learn from him. And I surrendered and I learned from him. But what it did for me was it killed my vibration. And during the time that I was frugal with him, we were a one income family. And yes, we were saving large amounts of money, but we were one income. I couldn't manifest money. I couldn't manifest other things as easily either. And once I snapped myself out of it, life changed for him too, because he gets to enjoy more now, right? And slowly, he's also learned to enjoy money, like enjoy it, buy the things that you want, spend lavishly. So it's been a journey for both of us. And as a family, I had to first learn how to be able to have a healthy relationship with money so that I can keep it and invest it. And then he had to learn that spend it lavishly, enjoy it. You're not going to take it with you. And the way we have it now set up is that money comes in, it gets invested, and then we spend the interest, right? We spend the dividends, we spend the compounding of the money. So it feels good now to be able to do it. But it's been a journey. I've always been honest with you guys that not all parts of my journey have been beautiful and rosy and butterflies and bunnies. I don't think anything has been. So it's okay. That's all part of the journey. You grow and you evolve and you get better and better every year. My parents were kind of hoarders. I'm the complete opposite. Yes. Oh, thank you so much, Poonam. Thank you for the compliment. I appreciate it. Daisy said, hi, Mina. I've been watching your videos every day for months now. I have learned so much. This is my first live. Thank you for sharing all this knowledge. It has changed my life. Welcome, Daisy. I'm so happy to have you. Hi, Mina. Yes, I like to live in the way God would want me to live, with an energy of abundance. Exactly. I love that. Yes, beautiful. My dad would always grunt and complain when having to save money. It made me have an uncomfortable dynamic with money. Yes, I know what you mean. I put that as inner work in the Millionaire's Play Shop and also in the Full Money course. So yeah, I understand. We all have weird things about money. We all do, that we're constantly working through and evolving through. Okay, let me see. Exactly. The easiest way to organize stuff is to get rid of unnecessary crap. Yes. We all think better when we have less things in our house. I know that every single thing in my house is it's an addition and an amplifier of my vibration. And so I want everything to feel good to me, right? It doesn't have to feel good to everyone, but the people that live in this house. So everything that we have is easy to clean, easy to maintain. We love it. It's high end. It's good quality. You know, we keep things for a really long time too. We keep our cars, furniture, things for a really long time. So that's why we make sure that we think it through and our vibration is high with the thing and we're going to keep it for a long time. I am worth every delicious penny that I invest in myself. That's so true. And that was one of the beautiful things was that with frugalism, we were trying to save every penny, right? And we did. We had an 80% savings rate. We actually have a higher savings rate now. You know, it's the funny thing. It's like whatever you believe, that's true. So at the time, we believed that we had to save every penny to have a high savings rate. We saved every penny at a high savings rate. Now our beliefs have changed, and we believe that the more we spend, the more we get to have, the more we enjoy our life, the more it comes in. Every penny that we spend is multiplied and magnified, 1,100 times fold. And so now we spend more lavishly on the things that we love, and more money gets to come in, more money gets to grow, more money gets to be invested, more money gets to have babies and create generational wealth. So, and also it's not, money is there to support you, right? At the end of the day, you can't take it with you. You just take with you the experiences, the love, the things that you enjoy. But also, I want my kids to have a comfortable, easy to maintain home environment. So we do help them grow through their things. And if we say we have to create space for new abundance. If you want new things, you want better clothes, next level toys, books, then we want to remove the things that we have and we want to donate them to people that those would be treasures for those people, right? And so someone gets to enjoy it. One of the things that I'm really weird about, I was telling my friend yesterday when she came to pick up the furniture, I'm like, I always have this thing that even if I don't want the thing anymore, I did want it at one point. It was my thing. It's infused with my vibration, and I want things to go to a good home. So I felt really, really great giving, to her because I know how she is, and like I know I'm really weird. Like, if I was like, we're selling it, I'm like, yeah, but I want it to go to a good home, right? So that's just how I am. Create space for new abundance. Yes. And my son runs around saying he's a money magnet. I like your son. That's so smart. Yeah, I love it. I have that sort of mentality, Mina. Money always comes to me. Yes. Question for Mina. What is your process for cleaning out your closet? Does it look good on me? Does it fit? Is it the right color? Is it the next level me? Is it who I'm becoming? Right? Because I'm always quantum leaping into new beautiful levels. I don't like a lot of things in my closet or in my home. I do get overwhelmed when there's a lot of decision fatigue. I just like a minimalist aesthetic. And so I showed you guys my closet. It was starting to get a little cray, right? I have two closets. Because of my job, my business, I have a little bit more than if I didn't do this. But still, like I'm constantly decluttering, meaning constantly every year. And so I will remove things and let them go. That's why I opened the Poshmark. We're always selling on in our neighborhood community thing too. So my kids outgrow stuff, we'll sell them or give them away. We have a really amazing exchange system in my community where you leave things on your porch, you put it in the community thing, and people will come. For example, we had all this paint left over when we did our home. We painted a couple of years ago. And so Irfan put like gallons of paint outside and said, someone come and take it. So someone came and they left $5 in the place, right? It's just like whatever you want to leave. Like, it's just, you don't even have to leave anything. So it just feels good because we know we're supporting our neighbors are supporting us, and there's no wastage, right? Like everything gets used. Resonate on so many levels. You were sent from God and the universe itself. I have been looking for all this information that you are sharing, and I found it, but in different people. It feels so good to find someone that you resonate with on so many levels. I'm so glad. Yes, I love it. Yes. Because look, at the end of the day, we're all here to live a beautiful life experience. Like, I'm assuming that if you resonate with my content, that you want to live a happy, abundant, joyful, blissful, loving life experience. So the I love things. I love money. I love luxury. I love designer things even, right? But I don't want to spend all my time cleaning or all my time organizing or all my time making decisions. So I rather have few things that I love and I enjoy and I cherish, and whatever few means to me. And it's just life. When life is easy to maintain, then you're available for more fun, right? Like, I don't have to worry about cleaning all day because I have less things. I literally go through every single drawer in the kitchen, every single drawer. We have this like command center type thing in the hallway where Irfan has extra batteries and tools, flashlights and things like that, and like band-aids, like this entry hallway console thing. And so that can get a little cray over the year. So every spring we'll go through that and declutter that. The kids' toys, the kids' art supplies. Two of my kids are huge, like into art and drawing and all this stuff. So just decluttering all those different areas: the shoe closet, the coat class closet, laundry room, swimming gear. Like, there's so many things that come with kids and having a family, but we just like to keep things to just enough, feeling great, easy to maintain, so that it's not a burden on anyone. I don't want my husband to feel burdened. I don't want my kids to feel burdened. I want all of us available for more fun and play and love. And so that's kind of the vibe in my house. I know what you mean, Mina. I want less decorations in my apartment too. I think more stuff, more dust. Yes. And then you have to dust everything. Yes, exactly. So, let me see. Do you feel frugalism goes with the season in life you're in? You had financial goals to achieve back then. Now that they are met, you can allow yourself to drop the frugal life and flow into abundance? That's a good question, Laura. I feel like that frugalism was not necessary in my life at all. If we would have reached our goals probably even sooner if frugalism wasn't there. And I know it's hard for some people to understand this, but we were a one income family at the time on a fixed, like, certain income that my husband had. While we were frugal, his income never changed. It was the same income for many years. When we stopped being frugal, we manifest money that is like 10, 20 times that amount. So what we were making in a year from that one income, we're able to make in a week now, from all various sources, because we ditched frugalism. So people who think they have to be frugal, if they adapted minimalism, I promise you there would be more money flowing into your life. Frugalism is where it's the wounded masculine energy container. When you're practicing minimalism, it's when you're saying that you are balanced and harmonized in the divine feminine and divine masculine of money. Right? And I always tell you guys that money has two parts of it, the feminine part and the masculine part, just like us. And so I believe, this is my opinion, I believe that if we had, and again, I have no regrets, that was a part of the journey. I'm glad I was able to share that too. But I believe that it was an unnecessary part, and maybe it was necessary to teach, and maybe some people needed it, and maybe this was the necessary part of it, me sharing this. But I think people would be happier. When I have clients that have been frugal for a long time, getting them to actually enjoy their money can take years of healing, sometimes therapy, lots of coaching, lots of inner work. So I think frugalism, depending on how people are practicing it, can really kill your vibration. It can require a lot of inner work. It comes from this, it can create a lot of worthiness issues, I feel like. Yes, I agree. Elle said you ditched fear too, Mina'S. Frugalism is fear-based. It really was. Oh my goodness. I saw that. Yes. Mina, I understand what you mean. Frugal mindset comes from a lack mindset. Yes. Yes. I think a lot of frugal people would do better as minimalists. because this was a little bit of the part that my husband struggled with, was when we switched over, showing him that we actually needed to increase our spending in some of the categories or buckets, as he likes to say. That was tough for him because he had never done that his entire life. I don't know where it comes from, because his parents are, his mom is definitely not like that. And from what the, few years that I got to know his father, and from what I hear, his father wasn't like that, complete opposite. So I'm not sure where it came from in him, but that was tough for him. He's not like that anymore. Like he enjoys money, spends it lavishly on the things that we decide to. But like even yesterday, furniture shopping, right? We went in looking at certain furniture, and I had a certain brand and things in mind. And when I got there, I was getting overwhelmed and confused, because the lady was like, well, this is the knockoff brand, and like it's a little bit cheaper and stuff. And Irfan was like, no, she wants the name brand one. That's what she came in to get. And he's like, we're gonna get the expensive one. And I was like, you sure? And he's like, yes, we're buying this once. We keep our furniture for a long time, and we're gonna get the one you want. That's so different than who he was before. So you have to let that go. You have to let that frugalism go and just enjoy your life. Oh, is that what it is? Virgos tend to be naturally frugal. Interesting. Yeah. Because yeah, his mom does not like the way he was. So I'm not sure where he got it from. Only the best. Yes. So it's been a journey for both of us. And that's why I do think that my husband and I are a match made in heaven, because whatever my weaknesses were his strengths, and whatever his weaknesses were my strengths. And we complement each other, and we've helped each other along this journey. And that to me is marriage. That's divine union. Like it's not going to be perfect. Like, you're going to grow together, you're going to evolve, and it's okay to have that space to grow. Interesting. So maybe it's a Virgo thing. Okay. Yeah. Interesting. Very cool. That's a good question. Hi, I caught you live. That's really exciting. I'd like to know how you are working on yourself now. What areas? So I've shared this in the Quantum Babes in my monthly mastermind that we meet monthly. I am doing my 4 levels of manifesting quantum leaping process. And I'm in the stage now where all areas of my life are really, 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 really good. And the last 2 years, my biggest affirmation has been I get to have peace in all areas of my life. I've shared this with you guys in that program. Oh no, don't tell me we're going to lose electricity. It's flickering. I don't have any other real life or online examples where there's any, and I don't know, I'm not saying this doesn't exist. I personally don't know anyone that has manifested the kind of abundance I have in all areas of life, meaning their relationships are good, their parenting stuff is good, their house is good, their finances are good, their body's good, health is good. Everyone that I know, even the people that if I follow, there's always something missing. And so the biggest challenge for me has been convincing my subconscious that just because you don't have role models of this doesn't mean you can't do it, doesn't mean it's not achievable. And so that's what I've been working on for the past 2 years. Right now, I don't know, I feel like I wake up into a new reality every single day. My life changes, I would say 4 or 5 folds every single day. I would sound nuts, but life literally just feels like bliss. It feels like bliss. Like everything is just divinely aligned. Feels so good, so delicious. I wake up, I feel like 100 times a day going, oh my God, this gets to be my life. Like I cannot even believe that I get to have the privilege of being alive and being married to Irfan and having my beautiful, conscious, healthy kids. And I get to live in this neighborhood with the neighbors that I have. And I get to have the friends that I have. And I get to have you guys. And I get to have everything. Like I just, oh my goodness, that's where I'm at. I don't even know how to explain it. I didn't know that this kind of joy was possible for someone like me. You guys know my childhood. You know my story. Like I just can't even believe that I get to be me, that I get to be alive. That's where I'm at. So I say this and I do this at least 100 times a day. My family has gotten used to it, but I have spontaneous attacks of squealing throughout the day. That's what they call it. It's confusing for people that come visit sometimes, but I can't help it. I just have moments of feeling intense amounts of joy, and sometimes it just comes out in like excited squeals. So my family has luckily gotten used to it. They don't think I'm nuts. You can have it all with a positive outlook. It's amazing. Yes, you get to have it all. You get to have it all. Thank you so much. I feel the same. Maybe it's turning 40. Thank you for this. Maybe. Who knows? Who knows? I can't believe I have the privilege of being alive. I am the same way. Yes. Yes. It feels so good. Mina, you have entered the joy unspeakable phase, and I finally understand why my granny would say that she would get just so happy she would cry. Yes, it's like your heart is just gonna burst. It's just so much joy radiating and happiness radiating. And it's not for any one particular reason. It just feels so good. Like the whole thing just feels really good. I ask God sometimes, like, have I died and am I in heaven? Like, I don't know. I don't know. But I have these kind of things in my journal. I'm like, is this heaven? Like, is this what you were talking about? Because it feels so good. You're an inspiration for me. I'm 22 years old, just started being a lawyer, and I feel so lost. Thank you for these videos. Also, Irfan is a name used in Turkey. Is he Turkish? He's not. He's Pakistani, but Pakistani people are kind of these hybrid fusions between the Indian culture and the Middle Eastern culture. So that's why the name is overlapping. So yes, I know what you mean. Every moment of every day, live in awe and gratitude. Yes, yes. To me, that's minimalism. To me, that's religion. To me, that's spirituality. That's love. That's love. You know, acknowledging the privilege of being alive, acknowledging the privilege that we get to be here and we get to have it all and we get to experience it all and it gets to be so easy and fun. This is so lovely. I feel so excited for my future because being lucky enough for having you as a role model makes me believe that I can have it all too. I always thought I can have it all, but I think it got cut off after that. But yes, I know what you mean. But I was always so far away from that. Now I find myself giggling like when I was a little girl because of little things. That's it. That's the portal entryway. That's it. That's it. That like wonder of a child. We've always had it. We lost it somewhere, but that's it. That's the entryway. Let God be your best friend and it gets to be easy. And I know that the word God has been tainted over the years and some people immediately unsubscribe and all that stuff when you even talk about God or people roll their eyes and stuff. But I'm here to tell you that let God be accessible. Let God be there. Let God support you. Let God be your best friend. God is not this fearful, judgmental, parental-like figure that we make him or her or it out to be. God gets to be really fun and easy. Like I can't even imagine why God would be otherwise, right? Mina, did you have the feeling before the manifestation? Yes. So the feeling led to the manifestation. So I didn't start feeling this because things got better. I started feeling like this and then things got better, if that makes sense. Yes. He moves. Yes, I've always said that God is my BFF. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. My husband and I have been doing more quality over quantity. The Peloton bike went down in price last November and we went for it. His family is very, very frugal. Even after getting the bike, they kept, I think it got cut off. Totally, God is my best pal these days. I have started praying because of you. Oh my goodness, Anaya, I love to hear that. I'm so grateful. And it doesn't have to be some overly ritualistic thing. You just get to have a discussion with God or talk with God or, hey, God, hi, here I am. That's kind of how I do it. I always say God is a big show off. As a joke, he likes to overdo everything. He always thinks, I'm going to bless you. It's your attitude, Mina. You are a grateful person, so you know to be grateful for everything. And seems like that might be the secret. Correct me if I'm wrong. Nope, you're right. I was doing the laundry today. You can probably even hear it if you listen closely. I had to do the towels, and we usually do laundry on Sunday, but we had other things going on, so I didn't. And so I just felt myself getting teary-eyed for the fact that I have a laundry machine. And I know I've always had a laundry machine in my adult life, but when I was a child, like it was a thing. Like I remember my mom would, she barely had any days off. She barely had time for us. And we would wear dirty clothes to school sometimes because we didn't have a washer and dryer. We lived in a small cramped apartment and we would have to go really far away to get our laundry done. Sometimes we, wouldn't have clean clothes for weeks. So I don't know if that's the reason. I don't know, but I was raised in very inconsistent situations. And I don't know if that's why I feel grateful, but you would think someone like me would be used to having a refrigerator and a washer and dryer. But I notice these things every single day, and I feel an intense amount of joy and appreciation and gratitude that God chose me to have a life like this. I don't know. Thank you. So true. Because of you, I surrendered to God and the universe, started praying and talking to God too, which is the reason why I have been feeling so much happier. People around me notice the difference. Yes, good. Yes. We've been looking for all these things outside of us, but the truth is that God's always been there, one call away. And so now you guys have tapped into it, right? Like you can have a conversation with dad. Yeah, that's what sometimes I say dad for God. So with God at any time, Carlotta said, it's more important to minimize your stuff first or buy things to help raise your vibration. Thank you for the super chat, Carlotta. I would say minimize first. Create space for the new things, because it's like if there's a pot of dirty water and you're adding clean things to it, they're all getting dirty, right? So, or as Irfan would say, fix the leak in your bucket first and then put new things in it. And so I would say create space. Like when my kids, they were like, Mom, we want to get some new shoes and some new clothes for spring. And I'm like, okay, well, we know what we have to do that. We have to go create space, like literal, energetic, physical, like in all ways. And so we went through all three of their closets. They tried everything out. We had a fashion show, where they get to walk down the hallway and we're like, hey, that's too short. That doesn't fit, donate that, give that one away. And so we created physical and energetic space, and then they went shopping and then they have space, right? So I don't know. It's just more fun to do it that way anyways. I needed more clothes hangers, but realized all I needed to do was donate the clothes I was no longer wearing. Oh my God, yes, me too. I know, I almost ordered hangers and I'm like, hold on, spring's coming. I haven't done my decluttering yet. I know what you mean. Yes. I feel so luxuriously wealthy every day. I have good health, a roof over my head, food on my table, clothes on my back, and a car to drive. That sounds like an abundantly rich life. Yes, that's beautiful. I love that. And the privilege of life itself. Life itself is a privilege. The other day, my middle son, he's so into stats, and he was telling me what a chance, the probability of each one of us being here. It was in the trillions. It was crazy. And so I'm like, my goodness, life is a privilege. So to me, frugalism lowers my vibe and minimalism makes me feel rich and abundant because I get to spend lavishly doing the things that I enjoy, buying the things that I have, enjoy, having the experience that I enjoy. And remember, the first step is to define. And the step number 2 is to decide. And then step number 3 is to clear out anything that does not fit that definition or that decision. Clear it out, create space. The universe loves a vacuum, right? So when we clear space, it wants to fill it in with the manifestations that we now desire. I've gotten rid of a lot of clothes that represented who I used to be. Yes, Tiffany. And now we're stepping into that next level. I love it. I love it. Thank you for the super chat, Rakila. Mina, you know my son who couldn't speak has started speaking in sentences now. Yes. Instead of watching other videos related to autism, I used to watch your positive and law of attraction videos. It helped me, Mina. Oh my goodness, Rakila, I'm so happy for you and your son. Yes, 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 yes. I love that. Love that. And we're privileged to be getting this game for free. Ah, I love it. Thank you for the work you do. You have really a positive impact on so many people. Thank you, Amy. And thank you so much. I received your compliment. And this is why I'm so passionate about women living their best lives. Because when women live their best lives, they radiate this overflow. And it's like Marianne Williamson would say that, you know, the one candle, one lit woman has the power to light up 1,000 women. And then it creates this beautiful ripple effect because those 1,000 women will light up another 1,000 women. And so the whole planet can be awakened. That's why we need more healed, whole, complete, vibrant, healthy, abundant, rich, wealthy women walking around giving from their overflow. Women just can't help it. Like we're like a light bulb. When we're lit up, like we can't help but light up the room, right? So yes, I love it. I like the idea of creating a vacuum so God can fill it with new things. It has a very flowy, nice feel to it. Amazing. Yes, Naya. And you know, having sitting around things, my mom used to say this, and sorry if this is a little bit of negative. I don't see it as a negative thing, but I can see why some might. My mom used to say that things are meant to be used. They're meant to be enjoyed. So enjoyed. So if you have things sitting around that you're not using, she used to say that they sit around cursing you because they came here to be used and enjoyed. And the way I see it, if I have an extra coat that I'm never going to wear and someone else out there needs a coat, like let's get the flow going, right? Like let's pass it along to that person. And now we all get to have a coat that we all love, right? So, and not that there's any scarcity, right? We all get to have the things that we desire, but what's the point of holding space for that coat that I'm not even going to wear when someone else can use it and raise their vibration with it, and I get to have space for something different that I'm going to wear? Things are meant to be used. The useless may curse you. That's what my mom used to say. And so I like using all my nice things, right? I don't save things for like special occasions. I woke up today. It's a pretty special occasion, I would say. Yes. I agree with what your mother said. Love it. Yeah, so let's use it. I think this is the thing with frugalism too. Frugal people will often have nice things, but not use them. I have a couple of frugal friends that have really nice things, but they don't wear them. They've just been saving them for years. There's just this innate sense of like scarcity or like lack of worthiness. I don't know what it is, but they won't use it, right? And sometimes they'll show up to a party and say, I know you're going to get mad at me that I didn't wear the shoes, but I didn't wear them today. I'm like, when are you going to wear them? They've been sitting in your closet for years. Just enjoy them, wear them. Very, very true. Things are meant to be used. If it's just sitting there, it curses you. I'm sleeping on this tonight. Hi, Mina. My child is a year and it's hard to get sleep, which has impacted many areas. How do I bring myself in a good vibe as I don't want to be in a low space, even in this phase of life? So I had 2 of my kids never slept. When I say never, never. Like I thought they were zombies. So my oldest one and my youngest one, they didn't sleep through the night until they were 5. They only slept about, it was not in a chunk, but they probably each of them slept for maybe about 2.5 hours a night and not in one stretch. So I know what you mean. What I decided was what was very different between Arman and Alina though, other than the fact that I was a single mom through Arman, But other than that, it was my attitude. With Armand, he never slept until he was 5. But it was a lot of, oh no, he didn't sleep tonight. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. He didn't sleep. Why won't he sleep? Doctor, why won't he sleep? My mom will do that. Then people are like, try this, try that. Oh no, he won't sleep. There was a lot of struggling. When Alina didn't sleep through the night, I said, oh, okay, we have another one of those that is not going to sleep through the night. I've done this before. And I released the struggle. So I said, okay, this is going to be my last one. And I'm going to enjoy my nights with her. And here's the weird thing. In either case, I didn't sleep. With Alina, I was older, right? So maybe I needed more sleep, but I just accepted it. And I was less tired because I accepted that there was no struggle with it. I was just like, oh, this is what we're doing for 5 years. Alina still doesn't sometimes sleep through the night. She's 7. So she will come and wake me up. She woke me up last night at 3 a.m. So, but there's no struggle involved in it now, even though I'm older. So that it doesn't, like I convinced myself that it was okay. And so I wasn't tired. But with Armand, it was like a daily thing because I wanted to use that as a way to struggle. So release the struggle and then it's like no big deal. Let me see. Treat your things with care and your things will take care of you. Yes, my mom also used to say that. Yes, that's a good one. Welcome, Nima. She said, catching you live finally on my day off. Minimalism looks to me clean, neat, expensive, and excellent quality. Frugality looks as clustered, cheap, and overwhelming. That was my experience of it, Alina. You just described my experience of both of them. Yes, I agree. I agree with you. Use your stuff. Use it, enjoy it. It's meant to be worn. It likes to go out into the sun. It likes to be shown off. Shoes, clothes, bags, plates, glasses, everything wants to serve its purpose. It's here to do its thing. The glass that you have sitting for a special occasion or the shoes, they asked God to be prepared in a certain way and they came as that manifestation and now you're hoarding them. You're not letting them live their life. You're like enslaving them if you're not like letting them leave the closet. So wear the thing. I wear all my stuff. Like I will wear them out. And that to me is a life well lived for that item and for me. I get to enjoy it. I know you did an exercise video 4 years ago. What type of physical activity do you do per week that makes you feel energetic? And how many times a week? I work out pretty much every day. I have a home gym. I just added a new piece of equipment in there. I'm going to be filming a video soon, sharing my updated gym. But yeah, I work out pretty much every day. I lift weights. I walk. I do stair workouts sometimes. But yeah, I work out pretty much every day. Probably I'll skip one, here and there, but every day. You are right. I have shoes, clothing, accessories that I never wear or use because I'm waiting for the right time. The right time came and I still didn't use them. Nicole, yes, because that's the mindset. And when you wear them once in a while, people know, the energy knows, right? The universe knows that you're not used to this thing. It's new. It's just like a woman that wears heels once in a while, she doesn't wear heels because you can tell the way she's walking in them. Someone who only wears a dress once in a while, she doesn't wear it all the time because of the way that she's being in the dress. So when you're used to wearing nice things all the time, they are different. They're fused in with your vibration and your vibration is fused in with them. So for me, when I bought my first pair of high-end nice shoes, I wouldn't wear them. And then when I started wearing them, I had, 20 pairs and it became no big deal. And as you're going to learn in the CEO Boss Queen and in the Millionaires and in the Money course, that when something becomes no big deal, that's when you're ready to go to the next level. So when whatever your level is now, whatever things you're not using, let them become your no big deal. No big deal, right? I wear designer things to the Dollar Tree, to the grocery store, furniture shopping yesterday, like wherever, like that's a no big deal thing for me. And so whatever your thing is, that's a special occasion thing, let it be a no big deal, and it would call in friends. It will call in more abundance. It's going to raise your vibration. You and that thing's vibration will become one. And then when you do wear it, it's no big deal. It's no big deal. All of us 50K women who are in Mina's gang better dress up gorgeous every day and spread beauty and high value energy. Yes, high vibration. I like that. A perfect example of this is my relationship with sunglasses. I used to have so many and would always lose and break them. Now I have 4 designer high quality pairs and I've been with me for years. Yes, yes, perfect example, Laura. Same here. I used to have a lot that I would lose and forget places and all that stuff. And now I have 3 designer pairs and they've been with me for years. In fact, I probably should like update them because they're all like old. But yes, that I use the things though. I enjoy them. What's the point of things otherwise, right? What if you feel uncomfortable if you're the only one dressed in a certain way, sort of out of place? Do it until it becomes no big deal. I have always been the one that's overdressed everywhere. I would much rather be overdressed. To me, it's like I'm not overdressed. Everyone else is just sloppy. So that's just me. My mom said I started doing that at 2. I would refuse to leave the house if all the pink on me didn't match, that the scarves didn't match the gloves, like all that stuff. So yeah, you get to be the most high-end thing in the room. Let yourself be the most expensive, gorgeous, attractive, luxury thing in every room, in every building, in every city, in every country, in every continent, on every planet, in all the cosmos, in all directions of time and space. Let yourself be the most expensive one, the best one, the most high-end one, the prettiest one, the most attractive, the most beautiful, the highest vibration. Let yourself be that person. Let it be your normal, no big deal. Let that be you. My grandmother always told us that better to be overdressed than under. Yes, hell yes. And you're not overdressed. Everyone else is just underdressed. That's just what it is. And they don't know what they're missing, so you do you. Tech said a mood. Yes. Yes. I just changed my clothes at home into something nicer. Good. Yes. And whatever that is for you, it doesn't have to be actually expensive to be your thing. Like I dress up every day. It's not necessarily always expensive. Like, let me show you this skirt sometimes undoes itself though. So let me hope that I'm not flashing you guys. Hold on. Let me go check over here first. Okay. Let me show you guys. Okay. This is a Target skirt that I bought. Maybe you guys remember, like, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago. And this top is from Amazon that just came in yesterday. And they match, so I put them on. To me, this is a cute outfit. What am I doing today? Cleaning and decluttering. And this, right? I'm not going anywhere, but this is my outfit for today. It's not expensive, but I feel really pretty in it. So like, that's the point, right? Like the point isn't we're going to go and wear Dior, right? Maybe you are, maybe that's no big deal for you, right? But the point is like, what's your like no big deal? Right. But if I was going out today, I'd wear my Valentinos and my Valentino purse and my Valentino shoes. Like this is what I would do. I would just throw those shoes on and that's how I would go out. Thank you. Yeah. So like, just do the thing. I used to have an Instagram. I don't right now. I just don't have, like, I'm a digital minimalist too. And so like, I just have YouTube right now and I'll try to put more outfits for you guys on like the community tab. Like yesterday we were gonna go we went furniture shopping, so I shared my outfit with you guys there. But it's not like I spend tons of money on my clothes, but everything is in the right color. Everything makes me feel like a princess. Like that's the vibe. So I spend more on accessories because to me, like, they last longer and they just like purses, shoes, is like my big thing. I'll spend a lot on jewelry, shoes, and handbags. And then sunglasses I'll spend a lot on too. And then clothes I don't, because I dress up every day. And so if I had a Dior dress, I would wear it at home. So like I'm not there yet with like the designer clothes because I still have young kids, but I'll buy cheap clothes, wear the hell out of them. This Target skirt I've had for like 3 or 4 years, and I will wear it until it falls apart. But because I like it. But it's just your definition of it, right? Like I can buy whatever clothes I want, but like I just buy like the cute things that I like that I'll wear every day. I would wear this out, I would wear it at home. Let me see what you guys are saying. Thank you guys. Loving this camera and lighting update. Yes to minimalism. Great, thank you. Love it. So I am like kind of, when it comes to a wardrobe, I do believe in having a capsule wardrobe, at least for me. Anything that eliminates decision fatigue. I don't have a ton of makeup, but I do my makeup every day. I don't have a ton of makeup because I do my same makeup every day. And so makeup expires, makeup breeds bacteria, right? So I just have enough and like use it up and then it runs out and then I buy a new one. I don't have a lot. And then same thing with clothes. I like to have capsule wardrobes. Here's something that you guys might not know about me. I actually I'm not like, I don't necessarily enjoy the researching and the shopping part. I just want to get the thing that I like and get it and wear it out. So I don't shop just to shop. I shop because my end goal is like more outcome oriented. Like I'm a masculine type of shopper, like get the thing done. Okay. And then I will just wear the thing out. So I don't think we all need to have a ton of clothes. In fact, when you have a lot of clothes, it's harder to decide and it's harder to look put together. Because if you have a lot of things, chances are you're going to make mistakes, a lot more mistakes in your wardrobe. When you have less things, they all look good, they're all in the right color, they all fit well, then you look more put together because you're not going to make so many mistakes with your clothes. I love your energy, Mina. You're so inspirational to every young grown up. Yay! I love that. Thank you. I love how you said every young grown up. I like it. Young grown up. Oh, thank you. Same. I even label my makeup with the expiration date so I ensure I'm not using makeup past expiration. Oh, that's a smart one. That's a good idea. I think especially people with large makeup collections, they probably could really benefit from that tip. So same like drawers in my house, like they're like you know how everyone has junk drawers or kitchen drawers, like we don't fill up the drawers. Like it's just everything has a space for it. One thing in, one thing out kind of policy in my house for like kitchen utensils and things like that. And I don't know, the end goal is the family to be happy and everyone to have less work and more fun. So we've kept things where no one is like burdened by stuff and no one has to clean a lot, but everything just feels really high vibration and easy. I love the mindset of dressing up at home, feeling like a goddess all the time. That explains it. That's how I feel all the time. Like I feel like in my goddess energy all the time because I do not own anything that would be considered not dressed up. I don't own frumpy clothes, if I can use that word. I know some people get offended by my definition. I don't own any sweatpants. I have workout gear that I put on every morning for my workouts and then, take them off. Like I have workout gear that I use to work out in only. And then everything else is stuff that I don't wear anything inside my house that I actually can't leave the house in unless we're talking about sleepwear and workout wear, if that makes sense. So everything that I own is good stuff. It's not designer, right? Like I showed you my Amazon and Target outfit that I'm wearing today, but I could go out in this. So I can leave the house in whatever I wear every single day. Hi, Mina, just tuning in. Apologies if you discussed this. Have you implemented the Marie Kondo technique before? I have. I've talked about it when we went through our entire decluttering, like huge minimalism thing. I've talked about it. Yes, I love Marie Kondo's system. I don't teach it that way. I teach. Okay, so let's talk about that. Actually, that's a good question. Okay. So everyone, like Marie Kondo, everyone has a system on how to declutter, right? Mine is, so Marie Kondo has where you declutter all like items first, right? Something like that. It's been a while since I've read her book. Mine is whatever touches your body, whatever is touching your body is the closest to your field. So those things need to be upgraded, decluttered and upgraded first. So what touches your body? Lingerie, underwear, bras, definitely touches your body, right? Lotions, things like that, touches your body. Clothing, pillows, touches your body. Bed sheets, touches your body. Towels, touches your body. So things that are on your person, as they would say, in your field, I would say declutter and upgrade those things first, because that's your 5D vision board. That's literally on you. It's like touching your skin. Things that you sleep in, your bed sheets, comforter, and sleepwear, you are unconscious in this space for like 8 hours, hopefully. Hopefully, those of you guys getting 8 hours, right? A night. So you're sleeping, creating, and if you're wearing shabby sleeping clothes, I would say upgrade them. And when I say upgrade, my sleepwear is from Amazon, but it feels really luxurious to me. I can buy any brand probably on the planet of sleepwear, but like it's not about the money. It's about like what feels luxurious to me, right? So I tested a couple of brands, found one comfy one that I like from Amazon. It's wash and wear. I don't like anything difficult. You guys know I don't like hard work, and I don't want to have to spend a lot of time like on that kind of stuff. So I throw it in the wash, it goes in the dryer, I put it on. So that's where I would start first. Then your bedroom, because again, you're unconscious there 8 hours a night and it's working behind the scenes. So I would declutter that space first. After that, the place that you spend the most time in during your waking hours. Is it your office? Is it the kitchen? Is it the living room? Start there. So I have a 5D manifestation process that I teach. So I think that one's in the Basic Babe bundle under the Law of Attraction for Babes. So I would say start there. Anything that goes on your person. Oh, thank you, Ty. She said, I love your hair. Thank you for noticing. I have been doing a few different things with my hair lately. So I've always had I used to be a hate relationship when I was little because my mom used to hate my hair and it made me hate my hair. But over the last like 10 years, I've been on this journey to like make my hair better and not fall out and all the stuff that you guys already know from my rheumatoid arthritis journey and stuff. But recently, I've been really stepping up my hair game. I'm growing it out. I'm trying to get it as healthy as possible. So a lot of you guys have been complimenting it. So thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, let's see. Mina, the Basic Babe program is a life changer. Thank you. I'm so glad. Yes, it changed my life. So that's what everything that I put in there that I think you guys need to start the inner work journey. So I'm so glad. Do these tips also apply for students or people with a low budget? It applies for everyone. It has nothing to do with the budget. It has everything to do with what you allow into your space. Remember, I don't spend a lot. Like I said, my pajamas cost like 20 bucks. Okay. It's not about the money. It's about the decision and the intention that you infuse into everything. Decluttering actually saves you money. Sell the stuff, now you have more money. What if someone enjoys shopping at thrift stores? What if someone finds it? So I really, let me just say something. I'll answer that, but I don't like what if questions because I can't tell if it's reality or we're dramatizing. So when you guys ask me questions, if you guys can say like the actual thing. Most of the time in my coaching practice, when people ask what if questions, those things haven't happened yet. And they're dramatizing, and there's no point giving energy to it, right? So just thought I'd say that. So if someone loves thrifting, they should thrift. Do what raises your vibration. At the end of the day, that's the thing. Do what you love to do, that your soul just awakens to, that you love, that puts you in a state of, oh my God, this feels so good. That's what you should do. Yes, we're definitely planning on my New Year's intensive that I do every year in person. 2022, I'm definitely doing it in person. We did it online this year, but yes, for sure. I believe you chose to have a life like you have because you believe it with your whole body. Thank you, Chrissy. I love my life. And that's the thing, right? We get to decide what kind of a lifestyle that we have, what kind of a relationship we get to have, what kind of a body we get to have. Like, we get to decide. Mina, were you ever bullied by other women for looking good? I was bullied for being poor in school, for never having the right things, for being ugly. So I was bullied in a lot of my school age years, but never past high school. I became a different person after that. You're such an inspiration, Mina. I was watching your videos for attracting money. I received the Christian Dior scarf worth 700 pounds in the mail today. That's how powerful you are. You turn everything into gold. Love from Ireland. Yay, Jennifer. I love it. I love it. I love it when you guys just tap into that beautiful manifesting power. We all have it. We all have it. Believe it with your whole body. I love it. Yes. Yes. That's the only way to do it. So, what areas are you guys decluttering, raising the vibration of 5D manifesting? What are you guys working on? Because of the Basic Babe course, I'm loving how I'm working through the triggers from this video. Oh, yay! Work through it, girl. Yes, up level. I love it. And we all have them. We're all constantly doing that inner work. I think that's what we came here to do. That's my theory. I'm going to put the Basic Babe bundle in the chat because we keep talking about it. Mina, how to keep your routines and organization while at the same time being feminine, or better to say how to balance them. You cannot be feminine without masculine containers. Remember that. There is no such thing as the feminine without a masculine container. So my masculine containers, my systems, my routines, organizations help me be feminine. So you need both. You cannot create a baby without the masculine and the feminine. You cannot create life. You cannot create anything in your life without both. So there is no feminine without the masculine container. So I guess minimalism is my container. Minimalism is my container. My husband's my container. My discipline is my container. My routines are my container. Cleaning out closet, redo bedroom. Yes, love it. And sometimes you don't even have to upgrade. Like, we keep our furniture for a really long time. So like when I upgraded my living room, that couch was 12 years old, right? Like, so we keep it for a really long time. Sometimes it just means switching things around, doing a little bit of that feng shui, just like cleaning the energy of it, praying over things, letting some things go, buying a new pillow for your living room couch or something like that. Just finished spring cleaning. I love it. Beautiful. I love that. So you can prepare a container to receive more. Beautiful. Clean out kitchen, only buy quality items. Yes. Yes. Yes, now I have a house cleaner coming once a week. I just needed to feel deserving. Oh my God, Justine, yes, I know what you mean. It took me a long time to do that too, because I felt like I had to do it, or I was like a failing mother or wife, but I'm so glad you did that for yourself. I have so many shoes. I love shoes, but I wear them every day. I don't save them for special occasions. So every day I'm looking good. Yes, Kari, I love that. I love shoes too. Hi, Mina. Can I have a tip on self-discipline, please? Minimalism. The less things you have, the easier it is to be a disciplined person. And do it until it becomes routine. Oh, hi from Spain. I'm working on upgrading my living room to a warm, cozy Italian feel. I want to feel like I'm on vacation in my living room. Yes. I'm also planning to declutter garage sale next week. I love what you said about being on vacation. That's the vibe that I wanted for my house, that it feels luxurious every single day, like I'm on vacation every day. I actually did a video on this topic called Vacationing Every Day years ago. And so, yes, I love that. I love that. Definitely. If you can hire help, do it. Do it. That raises your vibe so much. Working on not resisting and trusting things are always working for me. Things are always working out in my favor. They're always working out in my favor. That should be your affirmation. Yes. Mm. Yes, getting rid of things feels like an upgrade. I agree because when you declutter, there's just this like psychological relief. I don't know, it's hard to explain, but you guys know what I mean. Like it just feels good to let things go that are no longer serving you. And to me it also feels good knowing that someone else gets to enjoy them and love them better than I was. I hired help helps maximize goddess energy. I believe. I am addicted to your energy. You're so beautiful. Your energy radiates on your body. I feel you're my big sister. Oh, Jennifer, thank you. I'm so happy to hear that. Yes, love it. My bathroom, I just turned it into a spa, replaced old brown tub with a whirlpool, turned on old closet into a sauna. Yes. Oh my goodness. That's an upgrade. Love that. Yes, we all need like a spa in our home now. Yes, I love that. This is too wonderful. I decided to watch YouTube while I declutter the kitchen, and here you are talking about decluttering, alignment. Definitely, Stacy. Yes, I love it. It just like all perfectly aligns. So, ladies, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I know that Irfan has an appointment that he has to leave for, so I'm gonna let you guys go. But I'm gonna throw in my Millionaire's Play Shop. You guys can get it on replay now. It's in the description. All the links are in the description box for you guys. And I'll see you guys later this week. Thank you so much for hanging out. This was so much fun. All right, ladies. Bye.